Hey guys, South Carolina Fishing Man or SC Fishing Man here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a whiting slash croaker slash bluefish slash pompano rig. So right now I'm using 50-pound mono. I took out about 6 feet of it. Can't see the whole thing, but 6 feet, 60-pound mono. I do most of my fishing on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and there's a abundance of whiting, croaker, and sometimes bluefish, occasional sea trout from the surf, and a lot of hot dog sharks. So you're going to take a swivel like this, barrel swivel. Has to be pretty big, fairly big, not like a freshwater one. And you can move it down pretty close to this loop I have here. And I already made this one, and you need 2 of them, but I'll show you how to make the second one, just so, because you make them the exact same way. And you put in the line so that there's about, it's pretty close to the first loop, and then you're going to tie a clinch knot. So you're going to connect the swivel to the line using a clinch knot. So just tie this clinch knot real quick. Okay, so you wrap it around the loop that you made. Okay. And then I usually wrap it about 4 times. Just because the line, I'm using such a little line right now, I gotta use my teeth. And also using your teeth can get it wet. Okay. Off. There is a downside to using little line. So that has 4 wraps in it. You don't really have to worry about this excess line because there's not that much. So that's about 4 or 5 inches of line right there, down to your first loop. Okay, so you have the first loop. I'm going to show you how to tie the second one. So you want to move down about, I'd say a foot of line, a little bit more maybe about 14, 15 inches. And then you're just going to take this right here, pull out the string that doesn't have anything tied to it, so that you keep the strong loop. And it looks like I'm using a lot of line right now to make this loop, but I'm actually not, because you have to wrap the loop. So just fold it over and wrap it. Three times. 2 less, and it could break off in the surf. 2 more, the knot will be too big and scare the fish away. Whiting are very picky sometimes. So that's about a good 1.5 feet maybe of line. So then you have your swivel, 5 to 6 inches of line, a loop, about 16 inches of line, another loop, and then you have this excess. So what you're going to do with this excess is you're gonna, well, first you're gonna cut open, well, not right, you don't want to cut in the middle, you want to cut closer to the knot so that it makes a piece of line so that you can tie your hook on. See, I cut that. That's the whole reason why you make the loop, so that you can cut it and have this line. And then you're going to take, I'm using size 1 octopus hooks. they're red. So, fairly small. Yeah, they're pretty small. Just for that, because whiting have small mouth. Bluefish are predatory and they're pretty strong hooks. And you want to, so that there's that much line like that. It's good. Might want to get it a little bit closer. So, and then you're just going to do another clinch knot, attaching the hook to the line using the clinch knot. And sorry for the low quality. My basement has horrible lighting. So, on this one I'm wrapping it a lot, just so that I'm just going to use this little part of my knife to okay. Then we'll, wow, the line slid over the hook. Okay, I'm just going to start over. So, I screwed up the hook. I screwed up attaching the hook. So, I'm just going to start over. Not the whole rig, just reattaching or retying the hook on. Okay, so, same thing. Nothing different. And my hands are pretty sweaty right now. Okay, so I got the clinch knot there. Okay, now we're going to pull the main line. Okay. You can pull the excess line. Okay, so I just tied on this hook with a clinch knot. So I have about a good 7 inches of line. You can just cut off the excess line. So, yep, there it is. Got the hook on. Okay. This is the bottom. So this is the hook. The hook hangs out like that. I got this bottom string which I'm going to cut off. And now I'm going to do the same with the top. So, just so yep, there you go. Get out another hook. Once you master this rig, which I have, it's just hard to do it on video. You can, once you've mastered it, you can switch it up a little bit. So make it like, you can make it so that one hook will be facing down like that, and the other one will be facing up. It all depends on really how they're biting. But I know that whiting and croaker are, they they eat like shrimp and well, I usually fish with squid, and that hooks them. I've seen really well. I catch 25 to 30 whiting in one day using squid, but I have caught some off of shrimp. It's just not as productive. I know in Florida, that's like how you catch them. You catch them using shrimp, but in Hilton Head, I just use squid because it's what they're used to eating. So what they'll do is they'll wait the breakers. They're usually feeding in the breakers for whatever small bait fish and squid and shrimp get tossed up in the breakers in the waves. So they'll wait right behind the breakers, right behind the waves, for whatever they can pick off out of the waves. So you don't really have to cast it out that far to catch whiting. And same with small sharks. Small sharks you don't have to either. Okay, I have to start over this hook. These hooks are so small that it's easy to get the line. It's easy to get the line like wrapped around the hook in the way you don't want it to. So, just like I had this restart with the first one, restart with the second one, because the hooks are kind of small. Actually, they're very small. So, just put the hook in, do the loop, bring up the line. We have that much line left, which is pretty good. Okay. Okay, so that's 3, 4. I just hold my finger in there to keep the loop.